Every time I do a milestone season like this, I end up thinking about all the challenges that we've done over the years and just kind of thinking back through, what are my favorites or any of them that stand out. Not necessarily about the result of what happened, but just the challenges themselves. Some of my favorites, I've always loved the clue-themed ones, with the killer and the weapon and the location. I've always enjoyed doing those from time to time. I love thinking of things from the show and figuring out how to incorporate that challenge into an online format. Like the first challenge of this season. I got a bug like all over here. The first challenge of this season was based on something that I remember from the Africa season, where they have to create a staircase, a tower to climb. And I thought of, a way that I could incorporate that online. We first did that one in Germany and wanted to do that again, something similar for this All-Stars 2 season. Our final challenge in Scotland was based on one of the challenges from the real show. I think it was from the Caramoan, fans versus favorites. I think it was from that season where it involved various stages of puzzle pieces and then assembling a fire statue, and thought of ways that I could do something similar. It's really hard to think of a favorite though. I loved the final challenge we did in Bangkok, which is based on what is my personal favorite final challenge they've ever done on the show. I've never seen them do anything cooler than in Thailand, where they had to hold the coins in between their fingers and hold that stance for as long as they could without dropping each coin, and thought of ways to do something along those lines for our final challenge for Bangkok. I thought that was cool. There's other ones that are always favorites of mine that are easier to set up, and they're always good for early challenges, especially if it's a season where there's maybe some new people or whatever. But the one that I do from time to time, we've already done it, but with the season logos and just a visual picture, and you have to post which season it was from, stuff like that, is always fun to do. It's really hard. If I had to pick a favorite challenge, I wouldn't necessarily say this one is my favorite, but I love the dynamic it creates. And we've only done it a couple times. We did it in Bangkok and we did it in Scotland, but it's that one where one of your tribe mates is like trapped and hidden in this separate forum, and you have to get into that password protected forum and find them there, and they've been given the instructions from me that they have to figure out in their own words how to tell their tribe mates what the stages are that they have to do. It's really fascinating. I wouldn't say it's my favorite challenge necessarily it's a tricky one to set up, and it's not, the flashiest in terms of like graphics and just, stuff like that, but the dynamic it creates, if now the players have to go through what I go through of having to figure out specifically how to word things so that there's no misinterpretation, because you might not get a second chance to do this if you screw up the way you're communicating to your tribe mates. Here's what you have to do specifically. So I enjoy the dynamic of that. So that's one lately that stands out to me. But I've had tons of them over the years that I really enjoy doing from time to time. I'm sure that you guys have your favorites and some of them that you're like, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't do that one again. That was hard. So anyway, but I'm just in a reminiscent mood when we do an All-Stars season, and I start thinking about so many challenges that we've done over the years. So anyway, that's where my head is at the moment.